Hello everyone, my name is Preksha Jain and I am pursuing Masters in Construction Engineering Management from SEPT University. For third semester studio, that is Integrated Construction Practices, study of residential apartments project was undertaken. This studio focuses on adoption of integrated practices by implementing BEAM and Lean practices on an ongoing project in its design and execution phase. This portfolio presentation gives brief about few exercises undertaken in this semester, namely project introduction, structural modeling on Revit, quantity takeoff, design optimization, last planner system, comparison between integrated project delivery and traditional approach, and finally key learnings. The project is an upcoming residential apartment complex in Ahmedabad. It consists of 8 residential towers with one basement and steel ground floor and 14 floors each. The project is given on an item rate contract at a cost of 103 crores. As per the project timeline, the estimated completion date is 10th June 2023. The scope of work undertaken for this studio consists of civil, architecture and MEPF works of complete basement and ground and first floor for 4 towers. For this studio, each group member played role of different design consultant. I, Preksha Jain, played a role of structural consultant and the lean champion. The first exercise undertaken was 3D modeling on Revit by each group member. The process flow diagram for structural modeling is shown here, which starts from input of 2D AutoCAD drawings from site to development of LOD 300 structural model going through quality checks, integration of models, clash resolution, development of LOD 400 model and again going through quality checks, integration and clash resolutions to obtain a clash-free model. The details of the task carried out by structural modeler is shown in the table. The process of modeling starts from modeling of LOD 300 basement, then LOD 300 ground floor and then first floor as shown below pictorially. The slide shows some model images of LOD 300 structural model of basement and ground floor and LOD 400 reinforcement model of first floor. On the right bottom corner, image of integrated architecture, structure and MEPF models modeled on Revit along with the site plan is shown. Various constraints faced while modeling and collaborating were also analyzed. Modeling challenges include modeling of lift walls as columns due to lack of knowledge, elevation and 3D view not visible in Revit, and lot of time used to model slab and beam reinforcement due to lack of uniformity in design, which can be solved by using Revit extension for reinforcement modeling. Collaboration challenge includes issues in aligning models for clash detection on Navisworks, which can be solved by aligning manually. The next exercise undertaken was quantity takeoff of the structural model. Quantity takeoff helps in evaluating the various materials and resources required for the project and thereby prepare a cost estimate. Comparison was done by calculating quantities from both Revit and AutoCAD. The procedure to calculate quantities from both the softwares is shown in a form of flowchart. A sample of comparative analysis of shear wall quantities is tabulated here. Variation in quantities for shear wall, lift walls, beam is negative, while slab is positive. The reason of variance is junction of shear wall, beam and slab. As beams were modeled between two shear and lift walls center to center, while slab was modeled from outer edge to outer edge of beams and walls, and due to this interaction, the overlapping quantities led to variances in the individual element quantities. An overall variance of -2.03% was observed for structural quantities calculated from Revit and AutoCAD. For design optimization exercise, choosing by advantage tool was used. Choosing by advantage is a process which helps to make correct judgment for the use of materials for various components in the construction industry. The first design problem undertaken was selection of flooring material for apartments, which has a substantial cost of more than 2 crores. The alternative flooring material compared were Botticino marble, vinyl tile and vitrified tile. The maximum score based on importance of advantages by comparing contextual parameters is obtained by vitrified tile, that is 400. For cost comparison analysis, unit cost was obtained by adding material and labor cost for each material and then multiplied with area of construction to calculate its total cost. The value of each material was calculated by dividing score with cost, in which it is clearly evident that the value generated by vitrified tile is the highest, while Botticino marble is the lowest. Therefore, we can conclude that vitrified tile is the better alternative for the apartment flooring for the project. The next exercise undertaken was implementation of pool planning by last planner system. LPS is a tool for planning, monitoring and controlling with lean construction concepts. The process includes preparation of master schedule with project milestones, then to plan phase of 3 to 6 months, then prepare look ahead schedule of 3 to 6 weeks, and lastly to prepare weekly work plan at activity level by taking commitments. To understand the application of last planner system, LPS PPC tracking was carried out for two phases of project life cycle, design and execution. In design phase, LPS tracking of design schedule, where design consultants model various elements and services of the real-life project, was done for 13 weeks of semester on software called Visilin. Average weekly PPC for 13 weeks is also tabulated. To know the reason of obtaining low PPC for a particular week, individual PPC of each consultant is analyzed graphically. The reason for delay occurred for corresponding activity is labeled here for each consultant. For example, for structural consultant in week 7, the reason for obtaining 0% PPC was software limitation and lack of required software skills to model reinforcement details was noted. Likewise, for each consultant, the corresponding reasons of delay is mentioned at bottom. Analysis for reasons of delays occurred in modeling work was carried out, where in week 5 maximum delay occurred, and non-availability of drawings was the maximum times the reason of occurrence of delay. In the below graph, average weekly PPC was mapped against number of delays occurred in that week, and was observed that there is an inverse relationship between weekly average PPC and number of delays. As the number of delays increases, PPC of that week and upcoming week decreases due to late completion of the task. Similarly, LPS tracking was carried out for execution phase of the project as well. For the first 4 weeks, tracking on site was carried out as per their schedule, and based on that, 3 weeks plan and weekly plans were prepared and tracked. Average weekly PPC obtained for that week with reasons of delay were noted and shown here graphically. Like in week 6, the reason for obtaining 73% PPC was change in formwork from conventional to Maivan and unexpected work occurring due to Diwali break due to availability of labor. These delay reasons were analyzed and was seen that maximum times reason of occurrence of delay is delay in predecessor activity. The photos below show group members discussing LPS tracking and planning with site personnel. After applying integrated construction practices for this semester, it becomes important to compare traditional and integrated project delivery approach. On various parameters occurring in design and execution phase, both approaches were compared. Like for documentation parameter, a lot of problems and difficulties are faced in data exchange and documentation management using traditional approach, while the IPD solution of it is use of common data environment like BIM 360, which helps in managing flow of data and documents and reduces delays. In execution phase, scheduling and progress tracking is carried out on MS Project or Primavera with no connection to visualization of the project, while in IPD, planned and actual progress tracking of the project can be done with visualization on softwares like Synchro Pro and Visilin. In conclusion, the Semester Studio enables us to integrate BIM practices and lean concepts on a real-life project to show its advantages and challenges that may occur in implementing IPD approach. The key learnings from each exercises are: from Revit structural modeling, it can be concluded that BIM implementation provides understanding of various building elements, level of details, and scope of work. It helps to visualize critical joints in the structure and shows the sequence of actual process to be followed for constructability at the site. From the quantity takeoff exercise, it can be concluded that process of calculating quantities from Revit was faster in comparison to tedious process of calculating quantities from the CAD drawings, and the quantities from Revit were precise and accurate, to which quantities from AutoCAD were more prone to human and calculation errors. The feature of obtaining required quantity with accuracy enables team leaders in fast decision making, and alternate materials can also be explored and visually represented. In design optimization exercise, by carrying out CBA analysis, it can be inferred that it helps in deriving contextual parameters from the point of view of the various stakeholders without taking cost into consideration, and encourage collaborative working and integrating individual stakeholders' perspective. Value analysis helps in achieving desired value maximization. From LPS exercise, it can be inferred that pool planning approach of LPS helps in making realistic work plan by identifying and resolving the constraints before the activity starts, and also improves design management. By comparing traditional and IPD approach, it can be concluded that IPD works better on the complex projects where reliability is important, and when the project stakeholders are at same page, IPD will prove to be an effective approach that can bring projects on schedule and on budget in a very reliable manner. Thank you.